Here we go.
Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. I hope you are all well on this fantabulous midweek hump. That's it, that's the midweek hump. It's come round that quick. Just checking. Yes, it is the midweek hump. You know when you say it and you really don't trust yourself. But look, it's midweek hump and we all have a midweek hump. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes. Look, there are some disturbing things that have come out in the Jay Slater case, and I know people are saying, fuck's sake, here we go again. He's talking about this case again. He's talking about it again. Do you know why? Because it's my channel, and I'll talk about what the fuck I like. If you don't like it, there's the fucking door. Later on, we'll be talking about other stuff. I'm doing probably 3 videos today, and they're not all going to be about the Jay Slater case, but this one is, because there is just some disturbing news that's come out. Disturbing. There is a call that is featured on a channel. Wax Unfiltered. Alright, now Wax Unfiltered has brought this video to you. He has shown you it. It appears to be, sounds like an Irish guy who was talking on the phone to a female who doesn't seem to know where she is. Now, I've listened to that video, that little clip, not the entire video. I've listened to that clip. Sorry, I know that hurts the algorithm a little bit when you only watch a proportion, but it was that video because I kept playing it because Wax had said that sounded like Lucy. We've heard Lucy talk, we've heard her in, and we're going to get to that in a second because I just want to touch on the phone issue, what people seem to struggle with. And for the life of me, I can't distinguish between that female's voice and pretty much any female that I have ever heard when they're upset. And I've heard a lot of upset females because I've come out of relationships with you and they've all been quite upset about it because I am an absolute legend. So you can appreciate the upset that they would go through, and I've listened to them upset on the phone. Harsh, when are you coming back? I'm not. I've moved on. It's not you, it's me. So look, the disturbing questions that are raised by these sort of things are, do the people who are pushing things out to you truly believe what they're saying? Or are you actually being trolled now? Are we at the point where the community around the Jay Slater case is actually being trolled and mugged off? And look, just go and listen to it. If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it, and I will put the link to the video in the description of this video, so you can go and look and listen. But I want you to be honest. Come over to me. Come over and shoot me down with furious anger and all that if you genuinely believe that is Lucy Maylor on that phone call. Now, obviously, it's originated, I think, from TikTok again, but it's definitely 100%. It's proven, because it's on TikTok, that this call happened at what would be the exact time that Jay Slater would have ended up going into the mountains or disappearing. Now, there are some things that Wax raises, because I've said exactly the same things before. You know, the fact that all of these around Jay are on the phone and they're talking to one another at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. Which I wouldn't be awake, and I've said that. I've categorically stated in all of my partying life, never fucking ever have I been up that early or even really cared what is going on at that time in the morning. I don't give a fuck. If my mate has decided to fuck off down the mountains with whoever, that's on him, that ain't on me. So at that point, I wouldn't be concerned, I wouldn't be worried. So I have raised that is an issue, and that is why, and all these people that are still saying I've done a 180, I've said the same thing all the way along. I haven't changed my mind. It's just that we have trawled through the shite that is the Jay Slater case, and from that I have concluded that the vast majority of the stuff that is out there is complete and utter bullshit. The Maruba boat, for instance, has nothing to do with this case. The owner of the Maruba boat has come out and publicly addressed the issues that have been caused by people talking about that. Now, I got some rebuff. I had some people say, but there's two. There's 2 Maruba boats, 2 of them. And one of them was stolen the day before Jay went missing. The day before. All right, Ash. Well, why did they disconnect the fucking AIS, the tracking system on it? I don't fucking know. But what I do know is the Maruba boat is nothing to do with the Jay Slater case. It's just not. Just not. The phone situation, the amount of people that are still got... I will explain this then. Lucy said that Jay Slater didn't have a phone on him. Didn't have a phone. So how did it just... Grab yourself around the neck and squeeze tightly until your eyes pop out. Like that, right? Lucy is clearly not going to say that she had a conversation with Jay. She spoke to Jay on the phone if she didn't have that conversation. If she didn't have a conversation with him. Now, could she have fabricated a call? There's a possibility. Jay might not have had his phone, and they tried to make it look like they were all caring people and they were ringing. I've spoken about this in the Idaho 4 case. There is countless crimes where people have done things with the sole purpose of trying to make it look like someone is still alive after they're not. So it's not out of the realms of possibility. And again, this is why I don't fully trust the people around Jay Slater, and I don't trust the story that's being pushed. Not 180, always been the same. But with respect of what Lucy states about the phone, what we know, because what we've been told, is that Jay Slater's phone was on 1% battery. Do we know that that's complete and utter fact? We don't, but that's what we've been told, that his phone was on 1% battery and it cuts off, goes dead. So off the back end of that, Lucy is stating that Jay is out there in the wilderness and he's got no phone. He's got no phone because it's got no battery. A phone, with no battery is no phone. It's not rocket science. It's not fucking some conspiracy. It's not some fucking difficult thing to work out that if the lad's phone hasn't got any power, then he doesn't have access to a phone. All right? But anyway, there are so many things around the Jay Slater case that it does make you question things. And I've been there. I have been a person who, and again, the people who joined this channel probably don't, through the Jay Slater case, they probably don't understand fully. Those of you who have been around the channel for a lot longer, you'll appreciate exactly what this channel is about. And what this channel is about is it's about looking at all of the stuff that comes out and is reported on these crimes, all of the little stories, all the little things that crop up, and we go through them, we go over them, we go through them like a dose of salts and see whether there is any credence to them whatsoever. Like this phone situation, this phone call, this fucking released phone, this secret phone call, whatever the fuck it is. There is absolutely nothing in that phone call whatsoever that connects that call to the Jay Slater case. Nothing whatsoever. And if anybody says that they say that the girl in that call sounds like Lucy May Law, you're not wrong in the sense that a girl crying on the phone who literally says the words, "I don't know," I think that's pretty much all she says, sounds like pretty much any single female on the fucking entire planet. Absolutely anybody. So for somebody to push that out and say that this is Lucy May Law and this is fucking some sort of fucking breaking fucking news that proves something, you're being trolled. End of. You're being trolled. I don't like... And do you know what? If somebody don't like what I'm saying, if they have a problem with it, reach out to me. Reach out to me. If you're in this country and you want a face-to-face conversation about it and you're upset about it, I'll happily meet you. I'll happily meet you and have a conversation about it. But is the community being trolled? Like, people are saying to me, you've been paid off, you've been paid off. Not being funny, why the fuck would anybody pay me off? Why would anybody pay me off or even reach out to pay me off? First of all, the risk involved in being someone that approaches a fucking content creator that's dealing with this case and offers them money. What? Offers them money to stop? Offers them money to push a specific narrative? Who knows? That, to me, is fucking insanity. Absolutely insanity. Absolutely insanity. And do you know how easy it is for people to be trolled? It's very easy for you guys to be trolled because I fucking trolled you. I trolled you in a sense that I put, and I'd done this purposefully, put a community feed post up there that would allude to the fact that family comes first, because I knew that people would automatically turn around and say, well, he's been threatened then. He's been threatened. Now, my family will always come first, and if there was ever a situation where I was ever threatened or my family was threatened because of content I was doing on this platform, then I would address that 100%, because I would never ever put my family at risk. But the point being that people took that as gospel. You know, I have spoken about the fact that I'm buying a yacht. There were people who flat out fucking believed that I was buying a yacht, and that I was buying a yacht with the money that I'd received from being paid off. Be careful what you fucking think is real and what is not. This story, Jay Slater, has had Jay Slater being organ trafficked. Please, 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 if you've got links, email me. Link me where it absolutely proves beyond a reasonable doubt that Jay Slater was organ trafficked. Jay Slater was on the Maruba boat. He was taken away on this boat and fucking, I don't know, held hostage, held ransom. Jay Slater has got involvement in a cartel, in the mafia. Jay Slater is now living in Ireland and he's paying off a debt. Tom Hilton was in Tenerife. There's a picture of him. There's a photograph of him in a club. No, there's not. There's a picture of someone who has probably one of the most fucking, I don't know, seen on a guy haircuts in the fucking history of seen on a guy haircuts. It's like that haircut is like the fucking the new version of the fucking mullet that everyone had back in the mullet days. Every kid, every fucking lad has got a fade. That's not indicative of fucking anything. Show me absolute definitive proof. What I can show you definitive proof, and I have shown you definitive proof of, however, is that posts about Tom Hilton were faked, and they were faked by content creators to push a specific narrative. I've shown it, I did a video on it, and I even showed the fact that I'd reached out to another creator to warn them that the post was faked, and they basically said, I don't care, I'm just covering it. Be careful what you believe, what you trust. I've been there. If I, on this channel, if I believe something is 100% absolute fact, I will tell you that, and I will show you why I think that. If I am considering things, if I'm thinking about stuff, if I'm spitballing around stuff, then I'll tell you that. Just because I talk about something, it doesn't mean I believe it. It means that I'm talking about it, and I will give you my opinion on it. And what has happened in the Jay Slater case is I've watched everything, I've listened to everything, I've taken every fucking thing into consideration. And this is where I've come to. Don't believe the story, don't trust the friends, but do I believe that he was trafficked? Do I believe that he had mafia connections? Do I believe he's working in fucking Ireland? Do I believe the video, this video, the Dan O'Keefe video, Dan O'Keefe has either decided that, oh fuck, I've slipped up, or Dan O'Keefe is probably on a boat somewhere with a fucking gag and ball in his mouth. I don't know. I'm sure some people think that that's likely happened. But that video was trawling around all over the internet. All over the fucking internet. And clearly was nothing to do with this case. But yet again, you're still getting people who believe it. And I've still got the people who are involved in that, who I knew that they were involved in it because they'd copied me into emails surrounding that fucking video. And they're badmouthing me on the platform for the shit that I've said. Anyway, I hope you are all having a fantastic midweek hump, and I will catch you all later in video 2.